Pathway is a turn-based strategy roguelite in which you take a handful of 1930s adventurers across Nazi-infested Europe and Middle Eastern deserts. Each adventure is randomly generated, giving you an end location and several nodes of events you'll experience as you make your way there. 5 separate adventures add different possibilities and new enemies. The developer Robotality boasts more than 400 unique events, but I was seeing duplicates as early as my second playthrough. A good number of the events are roundabout ways of telling you there's nothing there. In one of the few longer scenarios, one of my characters ended up with a status ailment which just felt like an unwarranted punishment for wanting to get more from the story. Each of the 16 characters are recognizable as hokey adventurer stereotypes. There are brazen tough guys, nerdy scientists, and slick con artists who each offer unique strengths and weaknesses. You'll select 2 characters at the outset, and on certain adventures you'll be able to recruit up to 2 others along the way. Each character has unique skills, enabling them to equip specific items or advance certain story events. To reach these events, you traverse nodes on the map, which uses fuel, so plotting a path that stops by a trader or exploring enough to find more is just as crucial to success as winning fights. The turn-based combat of Pathway will be familiar to any fans of the genre. Since the characters mostly use firearms, you'll move your team between cover trying to outflank enemies before they can do the same to you. Enemy AI is smart. They'll take advantage of weakened or out-of-position characters or retreat if they're outmatched, which makes it frustrating that you can't preview a character's attack range without first committing to movement. On more than one occasion, I'd reach a cover point only to find a bit of architecture blocking my shot. Also, the pseudo 3D environments means that enemies can sometimes be hidden by tall structures just by standing on the north sides of them, and I sometimes struggle to target them despite having a clear line of sight. Getting KO'd in a fight will send your character to the hospital, and unless you're able to camp, they'll be gone for the rest of the adventure. Losing your entire team results in a hard restart. Fortunately, experience and gear earned carries over to the next trip, so while the difficulty can seem pretty extreme for the initial adventure, it evens out over time. The game does provide difficulty sliders in the form of adding more starting fuel or ammo. You can even lower enemy health several percent to ease into the challenge of this beautiful 2D world. Using a combination of pixel art and voxel technology, Pathway generates really impressive 16-bit environments, enhanced by lighting and shadow effects. Watching the day turn into night and back again really puts the background art on full display. The sprites for the characters and enemies, however, are less impressive. Fans of the turn-based RPG genre will find depth and challenge to dig into with Pathway, but the lackluster, randomly generated stories likely won't keep your interest if you're not already interested. The game is available for PC, Mac, and Linux.